Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome, little friends. Let's embark on a magical journey together. Get cozy, relax, and let's start our adventure. Today, I will read an amazing story entitled The Three Little Pigs. Does anyone know the story? No? Alright, then let's start the story. Once upon a time, there were three little pigs. Two of the pigs were lazy and a little bit silly, but the third was hardworking and smart. All three little pigs lived with their mother until the day came when they were old enough to leave home. Before they left, their mother said, "Be sure to build strong houses and watch out for the big bad wolf. He's always hungry and likes to eat little piggies like you." The three little pigs walked down the road until they met a man carrying a bundle of straw. The first little pig, who was lazy and a little bit silly, asked the man for some straw and quickly built himself a flippy-floppy straw house. The other two little pigs continued along the road until they met a man carrying a pail of sticks. The second little pig, who was also lazy and a little bit silly, asked the man for some sticks and quickly built himself a rickety house. The third little pig continued his journey alone until he met a man carrying a pail of bricks. The little pig, who was hardworking and clever, asked the man for some bricks and worked hard to build his own house, and he was very strong. One day, the first little pig was sitting outside his flippy-floppy house of straw when he saw the big bad wolf walking down the road. The little pig quickly ran inside his house and slammed the door. Little pig, let me come in," called the hungry wolf. "No, not by the hairs on my chinny chin," squealed the first little pig, hiding. "Then I'll huff and I'll puff, and I'll blow your house down," cried the wolf. So he huffed and he puffed and he blew the house down. But before the wolf could punch, the first little pig jumped up and ran as fast as his strides would carry him to the second little pig house of sticks. Of course, a big bad wolf was still hungry, so he marched on until he came to the rickety house of sticks. He knocked on the door and showed through the letter box. Little pigs, let me come in." "No, not by the hairs on our chinny chin," replied the two little pigs, who were hiding in the bed. "Then I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow your house down," cried the wolf. Then he puffed and he huffed and he blew the house down. "Help!" scolded the two little pigs, and off they ran out to the third little pig's house of bricks as fast as their thoughts could carry them. The big bad wolf's tummy was rumbling by now, so he ran down to the land after them until he came to the fine, strong house of bricks. He knocked the door and shouted loudly, Little pigs, let me come in." "No, not by the hairs on our chinny chin house," replied the three little pigs. "Then huff and a puff and I'll blow your house down," cried the wolf. So he puffed and he huffed and he huffed and he puffed, but the fine strong house of bricks did not fall down. The wolf was furious. "I'm going to climb down your chimney and gobble you up," he roared. The third little pig was very scared, but he was smart too, and knew just what to do. He put a huge pot of water on the fire to boil and waited. The big bad wolf licked his lips and chuckled as he climbed into the roof and slid down the chimney. But he soon stopped chuckling when he landed with a splash in the pot of boiling hot water. "Ah!" he wailed as he leaped into the air and reached away as fast as his paws could carry him. And that was the last anyone ever heard of the big bad wolf. Well, the story is over. How are you, little friends? Are you interested in the story? Alright, I will tell you another story in the next time. See you in the next adventure, little friends. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Goodbye.